Hello everyone, this is Dr. Divya from soulfullivingllc.com and we are doing Vedanta narrations and meditations. So as we progress, we will do a little bit of exercises. We will learn new exercises, some mudras in the process. So some life skills at the same time. We will be understanding the various facets of Vedanta. And if it will be possible, I will be incorporating some suttas or teachings from Vedas, directly from Vedas. But I will also have divine to guide me in this process, because when it is from the divine himself, it is a different story versus when I am telling the story, right? So I hope the journey so far is interesting. Let's get started. So first thing we will do here is we will be doing some of the pranayama exercises. And while I'm doing the pranayama exercises, I will also make sure that I talk about some guideline principle. So what is Vedanta? In my opinion, Vedanta is the summary of Vedas, like the way of life. So in Vedanta, so there are different paths like Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, so Siddha Yoga. So Swami Vivekanand tried to explain Karma Yoga basis of what was defined into the Vedas. So I thought it was an easy primer before we go deep down, for it is written in Sanskrit and what is available is translation, and I definitely wanted the translation should not be taken as is, versus it should be coming into my mind from the divine itself. All right, so before we start, we will talk about 8 limbs of yoga. So what is 8 limbs of yoga? So in the mind of Patanjali, or the Patanjali, Yoga Guru Patanjali, he gave 8 steps of human life. Okay, so what was those steps were? First one was yama. Yama. What is the meaning of yama? So yama means like ethics, the ethics that we need to follow in our lives. Okay, so there's 5 yamas, the ethics that we need to follow in order to lead a purposeful life. So what are those 5 yamas? One is ahimsa, non-violence. Second is satya, truthfulness. Asteya. Asteya means non-stealing. Brahmacharya and aparigraha. Ahimsa, satya, asteya, brahmacharya and aparigraha. Now we go on to it one by one before we proceed to do the work and understand how these things are important. Ahimsa. Ahimsa means non-violence. What is non-violence? Is it like you beat up somebody, then only it's violence? No. We can do violence through our man, karma and vachan. We can, from our mind also we can do violence, like we can think about ill about someone. From our words we can do violence, right? You can lash somebody with your tongue. Yes or no? You can, right? If you want to. And sometimes your action might hurt somebody. So non-violence, even in your mind, is like creating violence. Why? Because your thoughts, what you perceive. So you experience something, and based on your perception, a thought arises, right? This is right or this is wrong. And based on that thought, your words, your action takes place. Agree? If something happens and you think it is a seriously wrong thing, so what your perception tells you, oh, this is so wrong, and then your mind tells this is wrong, and based on whatever you have been feeding into your mind, you just get angry or scold this person or say angry words or beat up this person. Like any kind of thoughts can start, and thought can lead to action. So you have to stop your non-violence even before it reaches into the action. Okay. Now, thoughts are of three kinds: sattva, rajas, and tamas. Okay. Sattva is the sattvic thought, which is like the purity, and I'll talk about it more, but it is like a pure thought where you are in a happy state of mind and you're not and you are peaceful, calm. Then the other one is rajas. So rajas is the state of mind when you have you are dying to take an action, like a chemical reactions in your body is a rajas. Okay. Sattva is your subtle mind, or when you are in the prayers, that is the state when you are in the sattva. When you are working on something, that's sattva, rajas, and tamas. Tamas is when you are tired, you are hungry, you are sleepy, you are angry. All of these are tamas. So the balance of all these three is equally important. You need to get tired to go to sleep, right? It is for your relaxation. But when the tamas is used for being anxious or angry or upset, then tamas is not the right thing to do. Your action, yes, you need to do some action which is towards the fulfillment of your purpose or fulfillment of your goals or whatever you have been given, your responsibility. If the rajas, your action goes towards hurting someone, then it is wrong, right? And then sattva. So when we are talking about ahimsa, the non-violence, we have to make sure that we do not do the violence against even ourselves. Even self-sabotaging negative thoughts are also violent thoughts. All right. I'll explain a little bit and then we go back to the sattva, that how we can stay in the sattva state of mind. Now the next state is satya, truthfulness. What is truthfulness? Ever thought about it? Something that we do not tell lies. But what exactly is lie? Maybe something is lie for somebody, could be truth for someone. Right? So what we think is truth, and being truthful to yourself, it is so. What truth here means is non-conflict. If you are conflicted, if your mind is saying something and you are speaking something, then you are not saying the truth. If you're feeling something and you're expressing something else, then you're not truthful. And if your truth is hurtful, then also you're not truthful. Because when you are speaking, your vani, the word that comes out of your mouth, has immense power. Word has immense power. So learn to smile. Learn to smile. That is the only way you will be able to deliver something which is win-win. All right. Now, asteya. What is asteya? Asteya is non-stealing. That means that you're not taking somebody else's property, which we all understand that we should not steal somebody else's property. But what is the concoction that is going into your mind? If we are looking at somebody's children or somebody's wife or somebody's husband or somebody's house or somebody's car, and you're like, wow. Wow is fine, you appreciate it, but I wish I had that. I wish this person was my husband, or this woman was my wife, or this person, if I would have that kind of money or something like that. something which does not belong to me, if still I put an eye to it, then it's not aste. There are other ways, like we can talk about that, how you should, but even somebody is taking your property, and if you're allowing to do that, that is also not aste. You should be able to protect your thing and not, so do not allow your stuff to be stolen, whereas protect yourself. And when you protect yourself, then your mind will not go towards protecting somebody else or looking at somebody else's growth or performance, which you might feel that I wish I had that. I wish I could do good. I wish I was better, but I want what he or she has. That is not right. I want this for myself. I want a beautiful house. I want a handsome husband. I want a beautiful wife. I want my children to be successful. That is all right. But looking at somebody else and feeling jealous, or I wish that person was my husband or that person was my wife, that is not correct. Or I wish I had this house. All right. Now, fourth one is brahmacharya. Brahmacharya, in loose term, it is like somebody who abstains from engaging into relationships, intimate relationships. But here, what I feel brahmacharya is that not having excessive desires or unnecessary desires, something that you do not need, do not desire it. Then the fifth one is aparigraha. Aparigraha is also non-hoarding. Do not hoard. Be very careful to keep things that you really need. And it is very important. So one of the exercises for all of you would be that you go back and look around your house, look around your closet, and make sure that you have things that you really need. And something that we all have understood, that something that you have not used it for a year or two, bless it and give it away. All right. Now we go back to sattva. What is sattva? And we also go back to ahimsa. And we talked about three state of mind: sattva, rajas, and tamas. Okay. Now, what causes the mind to go into tamas, state of tamas? Means sadness or weak or tired, right? So there are like 5 things which takes you to that point. Kam, krodh, lobh. Kam, krodh, mad, lobh, and moh. Kam. Kam means desire. Excessive desire. Maybe you are in pain and you are desiring something, which is okay. But if you have everything and still you desire something, keep on going on desiring something which is not relevant for your living also. Like you're living a fine life. So desiring is fine, but making a plan towards it is important. But excessively desiring things. I want this, no, I want this. You do not stop. One thing earned, I want another one. The second thing earned, I want another one. So desire itself is not bad, but excessively indulging into asking for things is not right. Then anger. We all sometimes carry some suppressed anger. So many times we do not express our anger, but the resentment, the anger, they all get stored in the system. And the more we just suppress, or even if like express it, like, we still create toxins in our body, and it creates blockage at some points. And whenever our energy hits those points, the energy goes dip. Then mad. What is mad? The word comes through like madhoshi, like intoxication. Like somebody is like too proud of themselves, obsessed with themselves. their power or their looks or their way of thinking, right? So I am very powerful, I'm this, I'm that. Like there's people like they talk about like I'm this, I'm that, I'm like this, I'm so good, I'm so great, I'm so kind, I'm so famous. So when people like get intoxicated by their success or something that they think they have, or something they're thinking that I am so kind, I always just fall for people, I am so simple, I am so straight. Like I have heard people talking about themselves consistently, and that is where they just do not realize that they are hindering their growth by labeling themselves being so and so. I'm sick, I'm hurt, I'm sad. The more we repeat, the more we are in pain, right? So Kam, Krodh, Mad. Now Lobh. So Lobh and Kam, what is the difference? Kam is also towards like requiring the desires of the physical proximity is one of the Kam, but Lobh is desiring, and Lobh is again constantly wanting something which is not proportionate to their effort, and it is like constant, incessant. Also like sometimes like even eating, like people's Lobh can be as simple as like there's a box of cookies, they had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, they're not stopping, they do not know when to stop. Excessive, again, anything excessive is bad. And then the last one is moho, the attachment. Attachment is a very big subject. What is attachment? The moment you will understand attachment is not something that you love somebody. Attachment is even if you just send somebody. If you're angry at somebody, you're jealous of somebody, you think of somebody all the time, everything is attachment. It's not that you have to, attachment means mother is attached to child. It's not always loving. It is also why mother is attached to a child and then mother is worried about the child. No mother is worried about the child. Mother is worried about herself, that if the child gets hurt, I will get hurt because it's my personal property. We identify ourselves with our children, with our husband, with our house, with our work. So anything happens to my work, to my children, to my husband, if they behave in a certain manner, we feel embarrassed. Why? Because we think that they are our identities. Also, how you can identify that it is moho or attachment, that when you're doing something that is not making you happy, you're not happy about it, then also that is attachment. What is love? Love gives space. Love does not makes you worried. If it is making you worried, then it is an attachment. If you love someone and if they are talking to somebody or they did not take you along, if you're not happy in their happiness, then it is not love, it is attachment. All right? So now, how do we control our thoughts? So, we will be practicing 5 mudras today. Very simple mudras. And tomorrow I will be taking the second glimpse of Patanjali Yoga, and also we will be talking more. So the second limb I think we should talk about it is Niyam. So Yam is like the ethics. Niyam is that self-discipline and spiritual observance. And the 5th part of the Niyam is Sauch, which is cleanliness, personal hygiene. Santosh, which means contentment. Number 3 is tapas, means tapasya or spiritual observance or austerities. 4 is swadhyay, and 5th is Ishwar Pranidhan, means surrender to the God. Let's go back to Sauch. I think probably that will be able to. So self-discipline, cleanliness, and when we go to Ayurveda or which is the part of Atharvaveda, so it is very clearly defined that what should be a dincharya, what should be a ritucharya, that how we should be taking care of ourselves, what kind of dravya, what kind of water intake, what are the circadian cycles. So I'm not going there right now, but basic cleanliness means that you need to do some basic kriyas every day. So for cleanliness, obviously we all brush our teeth, right? Add into it oil pulling or gum massage. How do you do the oil pulling? I think most of you know that you take the oil in your mouth. It could be sesame oil or coconut oil, and you swish it. Ideal time is 20 minutes, but to start with, you can do 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes when you are going into the shower. And the other thing you can do is like take salt, like a pinch of salt, mix it with the mustard oil or olive oil or coconut oil, and like you put it into you can take it in your hand also, and massage your gums with your finger. Make sure your nails are clean. Massage your gums. Your teeth will never ever fall. Okay? So take care of gums, take care of mouth. Why it is important to take care of your mouth? Because the bacteria, this is the place from where the bacteria can enter into your system. Yes, it can breath and touch, but mouth is like very prominent organ. So we need to keep our mouth clean all the time. All right. Apart from that, obviously, daily showers, massaging your body. These are like the essential things that you can do towards keeping yourself clean. Also, making sure that your stomach is clean from inside. So you should be taking ghee, trifla. So these are the things that if you're not doing like detoxification on a regular basis, but make sure that you are not constipated at all. Make sure that your digestion is well. All right. Then santosh means contentment. The moment we feel that where I am right now is the right place where I should be. Surrender. You have put me into this situation. I'm accepting it that you have put me into a situation, but I'm uncomfortable, God. Help me out. So the moment you say, I accept, but at the same time, I'm not comfortable. So you are allowed to tell your God, tell your higher self that I want to come out of this situation. You have put me here. I'm sure that it is my own creation. I'm not blaming anyone, but take me out. Make path for me. Tapas. The tapasya. So, yeah. So tapasya is also a form of meditation. So you can probably, so we have like chakra meditations, you can do that. You can do chants. Some people like to do chanting. Any kind of ritual that we decide, we should definitely get engaged in reading religious texts or mythological texts, or maybe we have all of these recordings that you can just take and practice. We have some on YouTube, we have some on the groups. Anything, just practice on a regular basis. All right. Swadhyay. Swadhyay, that is what we talk about. Tapas and swadhyay, like reading. The more we read, the more we listen to good stuff, right? And then Ishwar Pranidhan, that Ishwar is the one The chord above is the one for which we all are working. Okay. So when we went to these two limbs, these are the basis of karma yoga. If I'm going to asana and pranayam, it is a different story, but right now I'm not going to asana and pranayam. So when we understand these 10 qualities that we need to be aware of, now we move to the Vedanta's description of karma yoga. What is karma? Karma means doing some work, right? Taking action. Now, how do we do karma while remaining in the state of sattva? So now, how to remain in the state of contentment, calm or sattva? So we will be practicing some mudras today. Okay. So what is mudras? Mudras are the hand gestures that we can use in order to bring our mind into center. Mudra and breath work. So today we will be doing a basic 5 mudras. I have talked about it before too, but I'm repeating it again. So we have these 5 fingers in our hands, and every finger depicts one element: fire, air, sky, akash, earth, and water. Now, this is called Jnana Mudra. So this is Gyan Mudra or Dhyan Mudra. Okay, so you are going to do this, and you can always put your hand in your lap. So you sit in a comfortable position. Your head, neck and spine should be straight in alignment. Touch the tip of your thumb with the tip of your index finger and press slightly. Give little pressure. Keep all the fingers straight. And you can do this at any point of time during the day. Now, what it helps you with? It helps you in attaining a centered or peaceful state. Try doing it. So we will practice it again. It increases your concentration. It sharpens your brain. So it helps increasing the intelligence. It helps you calming the anxiety, anger, laziness. All of this will disappear the moment you perform this mudra. This also helps in curing insomnia if you are unable to sleep. It also helps with migraine. But it has to be combined with some other mudras as well. So it is like amazing, very simple but amazing mudra. Now, what is the duration? How many times you should be doing it? You should be doing at least 3 minutes at a time. So you can go like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you press it, and you can put it on your thighs or knees when you are sitting in Sukhasana in a cross-legged position. And now see how it helps. So close your eyes and breathe in while focusing on your third eye. So fill your lungs. Don't go all the way to the abdomen. Just fill your lungs. Hold and Exhale completely. Inhale completely while focusing on your third eye. Hold and release. One more time. Hold and exhale completely. Now try to do it without doing this. Try to focus and then do it with this. Compare what works. You will immediately feel the calmness. All right. Now we go on to the second mudra. This is called Akash Mudra, which is with the middle finger. So touch the tip of your thumb with the tip of the middle finger. Keep other fingers straight, if possible. Okay, so you're pressing this. So this is to bring the space element and the fire element together. So this mudra is especially useful for people with heart disorders. This mudra strengthens your heart. This mudra also helps regularly to strengthen your bone. If somebody has a locked jaw, this mudra works as a charm. On an emotional level, this mudra helps you with self-confidence. It's a confidence booster. It also helps strengthening your teeth. This mudra helps with heart disorders and bone disorders, right? Got it? Now, so first mudra, this. Second mudra, this. So this is Gyan Mudra. This is Akash Mudra. All right. Now we move on to the third mudra. And this mudra is called Prithvi Mudra, Mudra of the earth. This is earth element and this is mudra of the earth. So touch the tip of your thumb with the tip of your ring finger and press slightly. Keep all the other fingers straight as shown here. You can see that. Press it tightly. You can do it at any time while watching TV or you're sitting and talking to somebody. You can do it at any time. What it does, it reduces physical weakness if you're feeling tired. If you want to gain weight, this mudra is also good because it helps the additional earth element. It's also good for improving digestion. This will elevate your mood. And it will also improves your skin tone. You can also do it when you're doing the grounding meditation. You can use this mudra with the grounding meditation. So you can sit like this and when you're grounding, so you are calling upon the light from your divine healing bowl, the sun, and you take it all the way from passing through all the chakras and you ground yourself to the earth, and immediately the rush of energy you can feel in your body. Now the fourth one is Varuna Mudra. So this is Varuna Mudra. This is water and fire. So this is to increase the water element in your body. So you're touching the little finger and your thumb. So this is for the cleansing. So if somebody is having like a stomach ailment like diarrhea or gastrointestinal disorders, they should be practicing this mudra. At minimum like 3 to 5 minutes. So it will be like your 15 minutes exercise when you're just doing the mudras. So you can probably do like 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, and then you can practice the pranayam. That will be, and then move on to doing some stretching exercise. So just plan like doing like 30 to 45 minutes of stretching and exercise throughout the day. You can probably do it like 3 times. You can in a day like 15 minutes, or you can do it together or morning, evening, whatever works for you. So it is for diarrhea, gastrointestinal disorders. This mudra balances the water element in our body. It is very helpful mudra for any type of skin issue. This mudra also reduces swelling in the intestine. It also helps with the itchy skin. And it helps with the strained muscles. It keeps you, if you can practice this on a regular basis, you will looking youthful all your life. It preserves your youth. And the last one for today is Vayu Mudra. So you touch your first finger, the index finger, you wrap it around, and then you can go like this or you can wrap it. It's up to you. Okay, this will immediately start, like if you do it for 3 minutes, if you're bloating, if you have any gastrointestinal issues, immediately the excessive vayu in your body will get removed. We will talk about different kinds of vayu in our body. So pran, apan, saman, vayan, and there's one more. So there's 5 different kind of vayu which we'll be talking soon. But right now, this is Varuna Mudra and Vayu Mudra, and this will remove the excessive bloating. So you can do it for 15 minutes, 3 times a day, anytime is good. This mudra helps in reducing increased wind element, helps in trembling and shivers. So if somebody has like Parkinson's kind of disease or any kind of nerve issue, this is helpful. Helps in arthritis and joint pains. It strengthens your spinal cord. It helps in maintaining proper blood flow. It helps in reducing gas. And it helps in increasing concentration. So if you can do these mudras, 5 mudras every day, you will start seeing the difference in your concentration level, in your energy level. You will feel the difference. So these are the 5 mudras that you need to practice.